Putting the lens on Grenada, its people and its possibilities. This is State of Affairs, Season 2. Reporting this week, I am Tahira Natalie Carter. In this week's show, Casino Revenue. Grenada passes legislation for the introduction of casinos on the island, inspired by Caribbean successes such as the Bahamas. A paperless ministry. The Ministry of Education takes the lead, boosting productivity and reducing expenditure. And another talented Grenadian songbird prepares for the big times. The story of Emily Rapier and her drive for success. Abigail McIntyre, Janelle Grant-Hamlet, and myself all report from the Grenada heartland when we come back. National television now responds to the need for investigative packages that probe deeper.
State of Affairs tells you how cocoa is doing in Grenada, an industry that is fastly growing, booming to leaps and bounds.
State of Affairs goes beyond the headlines to explain the story, the issues that affect our lives.
The idea is to promote the consumption of our local produce.
Probing, informative, educating, and even entertaining. Last season, you told us we raised the bar for broadcast journalism. Don't miss State of Affairs Season 2 on national television. Welcome back. In August, the Grenada Senate passed the Casino Gaming Bill during a prolonged sitting at the Trade Center. This paved the way for government to grant operating license to investors interested in setting up casinos in the Spice Isle. One of the conditions is that hotels must have a room capacity of over 300. State of Affairs takes a look at the possibilities that can be derived by this bold move of the Keith Mitchell-led administration.
As the new Grenada economy continues to take shape, another new revenue stream is being pursued: casinos, an old model that promises new money for the island.
What our government perceives is that it is going to allow us not only to take the next step towards having a complete tourism product, but also, you know, the taxes and revenues that come from gaming will help our social structure as well, help us to meet the needs of our people.
What you're talking about is a new attraction, and we do need new attractions. We have to be constantly ensuring that we are able to offer new things to our visitors, and that allows us the opportunity to have a different type of visitor.
Having Casino.Gambling as an arrow in your quiver makes the Grenada tourism product a lot stronger, makes it more diversified, and certainly will attract a different type of tourists to Grenada.
Casino gambling is nothing new to the Caribbean region. Countries such as the Bahamas have experienced real economic growth and a boost in employment. Evidence of how casino revenues have bolstered the economies of several Caribbean islands is contained in a 2009 University of the West Indies publication. It revealed that in the Bahamian government's budget estimate for 2007-2008, projected earnings were over $28 million from the gaming tax alone. Hotels like Atlantis Paradise, the second largest employer in the Bahamas after government, employs just over 5,500 people, and of that number, 1,100 make up the casino staff at the resort. The company even boasts of generating over $100 million in annual winnings. With new casino gaming legislation passed in Grenada, government believes it sets the stage to attract more investors to our shores.
You know, it's not about little casinos on every corner. What we've said is that we want a 300-room hotel minimum, and then in addition to that, then you can apply for a casino license. So, you know, it would be a complete package. So we're looking for high-end, quality hotels, and I always say, you know, quality doesn't always have to mean expensive, because we have a lot of little hotels in Grenada that are providing a quality product and they're not that expensive. Quality is about customer service and, you know, making sure that your guests are happy. That doesn't need to be expensive. We definitely want to cater to the top of the line clientele because they travel year round and they also spend a significant amount of, you know, more money, and they also tend to stay longer. And Grenada is off the beaten path, and so we want to ensure that we have something for everyone.
It says to any serious tourism investor that Grenada is open for business and is willing to have a diversified and different types of investors here. Certainly, if you are building a 300-room hotel, you want to be able to have different streams of revenue. You want to be able to maximize and realize return on your investment, and casino gambling for sure will be able to help the investor do that. So it's a very, very positive signal for investors.
Textbooks say there are 4 types: the resort casinos, rural casinos, urban and suburban casinos, and then there are neighborhood casinos. Of these, resort and rural casinos tend to have the greatest net benefits for any given community, officials say. The others tend to be associated with net negative costs for the community. Grenada is interested in resort casino gambling, which many say will be an excellent source of revenue and job opportunities for the country.
Provides a significant benefit and a significant opportunity. Of course, you would expect that there will be investments that will come that will facilitate the 300 rooms. You would also expect that there will be jobs that persons will get, and you will also expect that there will be an enhancing of the service levels as well in Grenada. So I think it's going to be a very positive thing for us, and certainly from the perspective of the GTA, we recognize the significant economic benefits that it can bring to the country.
You need accountants, you need waitresses, you need restaurant staff, you need, you know, there's so many things that come along with a casino. And you know, the doorman at one of the largest casinos in Las Vegas makes $150,000 a year. You know, so I mean, there's opportunities if it's done properly. I mean, we can't compete with Las Vegas, and we have no intention of doing that because we're going for quality rather than quantity. But the point is that there's opportunities once we're catering to the right crowd. And we have a very small population in Grenada, relatively speaking, and you know, our small economy is easily impacted.
I have friends who are supervisors in casinos, and let me tell you, they are more wealthy than most people in Grenada. You understand? I have people who work within the bars and casinos who work for way more than what I work for in terms of what they take home in terms of tips, especially when you're dealing with a North American clientele. But besides that, there's a whole entertainment sector within the casinos. Every major 5-star hotel that has a casino also has nightly entertainment in that casino.
Definitely with the right operator, definitely with the right casino, you will have opportunities. Casino jobs are very high-paying jobs as well, and you know, lots of people have them as careers. They start out, you know, they may start out at a lower level and they go right up the chain, and they're generally very high-paying jobs. So that just aside from the entertainment is important because our entertainers need more avenues to be able to develop and express themselves and be rewarded for that type of expression. But these jobs, and within a casino, what you have is serious careers.
Russ Fielding is not just a leading local hotelier. He has been a former president of the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association and has been closely following the debate on the issue in the country.
So obviously the government's got something in mind here. There must be somebody, some investor who's come along and said that they want to open a casino hotel and they're going to put 300 rooms. So they've made the law specifically for a larger institution. So, you know, we're pretty well covered at the moment. There are no 300-room hotels, so you know, in effect, there's no gambling at hotels.
Grenada's tourism industry seems nicely poised for takeoff once more. Arrivals are up largely on account of Sandals Hotel. In fact, officials say the figures show Grenada has been outstripping many of its Caribbean neighbors. Those figures are set to grow with the return next month of Condor and the increased flights by American Airlines. Officials say when visitors come, they must be given opportunities to leave them money in Grenada.
In truth and in fact, you are talking about a new type of attraction. And what is going to happen as well is that you will see that there will be some non-casino services that will come. So, I mean, at the resort, you will have the opportunity for there to be shopping. You will have the opportunity for there to be entertainment as well as other nightlife activities as well, which will enhance Grenada's overall position as a tourism destination.
Because we are saying we don't want mass tourism, right? So we don't want the mass market. So we don't want thousands of people spending $1. We're saying we want a few people spending a lot of money, but there's nothing to spend the money on. So casinos, one such avenue that you can use to be able to give our visitors more spending opportunities.
The Conference of Churches of Grenada is one of many organizations who have voiced their opposition against the passing of the Casino Gaming Bill in Grenada. State of Affairs speaks with Reverend Dr. Osbert James, who gave the stance of his organization on the matter.
Acknowledge that although government has made taken some steps to avoid Grenadians participating in the gambling, we still oppose gambling, casino gambling altogether. So there is nothing in the bill that would mitigate, that would make us feel that it's acceptable.
We're aware that there are some who have questions and so on, and we're working through it. But it's a positive thing. The Caribbean has so many destinations that already have casinos, and they're successful.
A lot of the stuff that has been put out there, I think has been put out there as really from people who don't understand the business. They're approaching this as a casino, and all they see when they hear the word casino is gambling.
These are the images from across Grenada. This is State of Affairs. More stories from the heartland after this.